It's my turn. I got this.
Yes!
Let's go!
Oh yeah, this hand's a beaut.
Well, ain't this a bitch? I messed up. Say, is it too late to back out on that bet?
That's unbecoming of the king, you know.
Oh, low blow.
All right, dealer, let's get this show on the road.
If you would, gentlemen, please show your hands.
Well, hey, nice to see you again. Where'd I see you before? Sutherland? You're a sight for sore eyes, Purple Lightning.
Long time no see, icy maiden.
Have I seen this other one?
You'd make any man jealous being surrounded by such beauties. All right. What do you say we take this little chat to that lounge? That is what you came here for, is it? You all suck.
What?
What on earth?
Just what are you all doing here?
We're here to rescue you again.
Took us long enough to find you.
Hey, I remember you lot.
Nice to see you again, Black Rabbit.
What brings you guys here?
That's our line.
We came all this way to find you playing cards.
Let's talk later.
Time for your reward. I'll answer a few questions for you. That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one. Surely you've realized who they are by now, Sarah Valestine. They're dead soldiers who, even after losing the Northern War, couldn't throw their pride away. The deserters from the Northern Jaegers.
The Northern Jaeger.
Are they?
They're a large-scale Jaeger Corps, which was based in the former North...
I was afraid of this.
Sarah.
Hey, hold up!
We won, and you're not giving us jack besides a name?
What can I say? We're fine with letting a little secret slip out here and there. But you ain't earned more. I think that's plenty for now.
Screw off.
I knew it.
I will say, though, those were some solid matches.
This was fun.
Should the chance come, let's play again.
Unacceptable.
I didn't know that happened. Yeah, you and George really saved. Is that Rean? Oh? Why don't you come in, silly?
Why are you...
Something like that.
That's enough, Claire. Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
You don't understand, Michael. Show
Who's
yourself.
there?
Michael, Major Irving, is my cousin. He was born Michael Revelt. We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle. Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? Well, they were originally located in St. My father was the president, and the company was doing well. But until an horrible car accident, a stolen truck crashed into us. In the end, they never found him. My parents and my little brother died. But by some miracle, I survived. After my father's death, though I was grateful to him for taking me in, why was I the only one to survive? Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, flipping through them, I noticed something strange. The Revolt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully, but certain entries showed unbelievable spikes, and I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right. He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced instruments from abroad under the Revolt. He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as Maestro class, to scam people out. I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, when I confronted my uncle about this, he was surprisingly candid. "You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up. Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting any." I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was a friend of your father's in military school. I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long.
Somehow, he knew, but the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment.
You have a gift, enhanced cognition. It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself. You have the means and the ability.
I was petrified when I heard this, lost. All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle. I laid everything bare. The plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced. I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis High-Arm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions. But it came at a price. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. Also, I could enroll in the military academy. Also, I could enroll in... You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP, but he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague. Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle 10 years ago. My aunt and my cousins cursed my name. I imagine they must still hate me for... Rean. Oh, to be perfectly honest, Emil, if he were alive, I think he'd be about your age. Thank you for hearing me out, but I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful, both to him and to the man you've become. Good night, Rean. Sweet dreams.
It's spiritus. Liquor from Northumbria. Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kinda hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh? Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it. Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like that new Class VII of yours. They're all pretty unique kids, just like you, but I know things will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were all so worried about you, they ran headlong after you. You already knew, didn't you? That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to... That's a nice little scenario, Rean. The annexation of Northumbria was done under the Imperial... Way I hear it. General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being... The outcome was decided. In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of... And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that. But maybe it was impossible from the start. Fixing a country already being... You probably knew that. Whoopsie. Well, you see... He was my first love. Well, actually, way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the Northern Jaegers. As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps. It was there that I experienced my first... It was hell. A field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned... We had a mission near Erebonian, fighting some proxy. The enemy was Needhog. My squad was destroying them. But our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open. And then my dad showed up. Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue.
Do you see now? This you must think long and hard.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite... Now that I think back, he never seemed to like... Anyway, he left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my... Yeah, apparently they were there to check on the damage. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk. We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of mira. That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter. I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop. In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands. Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone in town, and it was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent... That way I could send some money back home. I'm not strong, but I think I finally started to get closer. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes. But you know, Lately, I found myself attracted to some younger guys. You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself, you could make a real dangerous womanizer. Oh, and I'll have you know, I don't really appreciate being second after Little Miss Major. Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna...